What's up, beautiful geeks? Welcome to another iGeek Saga video, and today we're going to be reviewing this guy. This is the Nike Phantom Venom Academy. We're going to break it down in detail, and we're going to talk about whether or not this is a shoe that you should get or should not get. Now let's roll the intro clip, and when we come back, we'll break it all down. Okay guys, welcome back. So let's talk about the Nike Phantom Venom Academy. Now before we talk about that, let me just say that the Nike Phantom Venom Academy is a takedown model of the Nike Phantom Venom Elite. The Nike Phantom Venom Elite is the shoes that I reviewed last week, and if you haven't seen that review, check it up. Do that too, but check it out. I'm gonna put a link somewhere on the top of this video. So you have the Nike Phantom Venom Elite, you have the Nike Phantom Venom Pro, and then you have this guy, the Nike Phantom Venom Academy. Now the reason why I'm giving you this little bit of history there is to understand that this shoes is the last shoes in the pack. Now that makes it very affordable, right? Very affordable, very cheap. But just know that the way it looks and feel, because we're going to talk about it in detail, I want you to know that the way it looks and feel is the reflection of the price. So keep that in mind and let's get into it. So first, let's talk about the colorway. I love the colorway. It's no surprise that I love all black shoes. I'm a big fan of all black shoes, and this is doing it for me. And that's the one thing, and pretty much the only thing I love about the shoes. It's all black. I have an accent of gold every now and there, a goldish color. Callouts there, callouts here are all in gold. And the bottom of the outsole, the kind of studs, the studs out there on the tip of the studs are gold. And that's the one thing I love about the shoes. It's the colorway, and it's the only thing I love about the shoes. Sorry, but this is you guys are actually thinking about getting it. But again, before we take it apart one more time, just keep in mind that the shoes is very affordable and very cheap. So whatever I say now, it's the reflection of the price that you're gonna pay for it. So keep that in mind. So let's get started on the upper of the shoes. The upper of the shoes is made up of mesh. So the whole upper is a mesh upper, and then it has a Nike skin overlay on top of it. I know what you're thinking. It's what everybody thinks when you say Nike skin. You start thinking, oh man, this has to be expensive. It has to be, you know, some Nike voodoo that they've placed on it to make the ball better. Well, this ain't it. This is not the voodoo, right? This is a cheap overlay of a Nike skin. So basically, probably what Nike did was slap a mesh on it and then put a little bit of some kind of synthetic stuff on top of it, and they hit you with the Nike skin so they can charge you the $50 for it, which I think is pretty much what the shoes cost. So probably the only thing that they're charging you for the shoes is the Nike skin. I'm just kidding. But anyway, it's a mesh upper with a Nike skin overlay on top of it. And it doesn't feel that bad. When you feel the shoes, when you feel it, when you push it, it has a nice pushback to it. It feels good. It feels as though it's gonna feel really good once you have it on. Emphasis on once you have it on, because the shoes is a struggle to put on. Right? We're going to talk about that later. The shoes is a really struggle to put on, but once you put it on, the upper, the mesh feels okay on your feet. We're going to put it on later, so don't worry about that now. Let's get back into the upper of the shoes. Now the upper of the shoes, on the forefront of the shoes, on the toe area here. Now on the Pro or on the Elite, right, you have this honeycomb look on the forefront of the shoes that is not very defined, not too defined, but you can feel it on the Pro, not on this one, on the Pro and on the Elite. When you run your hand across it, you can feel a little bit of dimple. You can feel that there's something there that Nike has placed there to allow you to control the ball better. Well, this guy right here, I don't know what I'm feeling, but I'm not feeling no dimples. So this guy, you don't really feel anything. Even when you look at it, it doesn't look as if it was there. It doesn't look as if it was placed there to do anything. It just seems as if to me it was placed there for props, right? Just to give you the look and feel of those two other shoes, but it doesn't really do much at all, because if you can take a look at it, there's not much there to really look at. You see a little bit of bump every here and there, but it's not too defined. It doesn't look that good at all. Now let's move away to the striking zone of the shoes. Now, on the Elite, when we reviewed it last week, those fins here on the strike zone were pretty well defined. You can literally run your hands through it and you can hear the sound. But on this guy, it seems as if this stuff was just painted on it. Again, it seems like a prop. It doesn't seem like something that's there to help you play better. It just seems as if to me it's something that's there just to be there, and it doesn't look that good. And again, I'm gonna hit it one more time. I'm gonna hit on that one more time. This shoes, the look and feel of the shoes is the reflection of the price. So don't expect to pay the price that you pay and think that you're gonna get something amazing, because yeah, that it doesn't look that amazing. So let's get back to the review. As I said, the only thing that I like about those shoes is the colorway. I love the colorway, I love the black. But apart from that, it's not doing it for me. Now let's move to the lacing system here. On the Elite, you have a fly net material here, which is very stretchable and allow for that extra space when you want to put in the shoes. However, on the Academy, you do not have that. On the Academy, you have a mesh material that doesn't stretch that much at all. This makes it a pain to put on the shoes. I'm talking about when I was trying to put on the shoes, I was literally fighting with it just to get my feet in there. And that's not the only reason why it's so hard to put on the shoes. Now, if I move our way to the inside of the shoes, one of the things that you notice is that the material, the tongue material, is also the same material that is used on the outside here. So together, combined, they make it very hard because they're not stretchable at all. It makes it very hard to put your feet in there. You really have to like get in there, open it up, and then, you know, kind of almost rip it apart just to get your feet in there. Now, after you get your feet in there and your feet is in there, it's tight, right? It's very tight. That's another thing as well. So if you are thinking about getting these shoes, then you definitely want to go half a size up, maybe, right? Not that I'm advising you to get the shoes at all, but if you do want to get the shoes, you definitely might want to go half a size up, because one, it's a struggle to put it on, and two, after you do put it on, it's a little tight. Now, there is no fly wire on the Elite, and on the Pro, you have a fly wire lacing system, the fly wire system, on the Elite that we reviewed last week. However, on this guy, there is no fly wire system. However, if you look inside of it, what you can see is the lacing system that Nike has decided to go with for the shoes. Kind of resemble that fly wire feel. So when you pull it, you draw the lace, it gives you that, it tries to give you the cheaper, the bootlegged version of the fly wire feel that you would have if you were to buy the Elite or the Pro. Now, this doesn't have it, so it doesn't have any fly wire system at all. So as far as the upper of the shoes go, that's pretty much all you get for the upper. It's a look and feel. It doesn't so much feel. It looks similar to what the Pro and the Elite looks like, but it doesn't really give you the value and the features that those two shoes have. So it's just there. Most of the things that are there are just there for props. They're not really there to give you any sort of extra help when you're playing on the field, so to speak. They're just there to look the part, not play the part. Now, as you move your way to the inside of the shoes, the insole is removable, but you have to force it to remove it. It's not really something that you just like on the Elite that we reviewed last week. You can just grab it and take it out. With this one, it's kind of glued to the midsole, so you can take it out if you want to, but then you have to just kind of like get in there and then, you know, rip it out. You put a little bit of force to it to rip it out. Now, the outsole of the shoes. Now on the Pro and on the Elite, you have a hyper-reactive outsole. On this guy, yeah, there is no hyper-reactive anything. You have a TPU outsole. The design of the studs, the positioning of the studs is the same as the positioning of the studs on the Pro and on the Elite, right? But this is not hyper-reactive, and this is where Nike probably saved the most money. you have a TPU outsole that's a little stiff, right? Which again gives it that stiff feel on the shoes as a whole, because the outsole is a TPU outsole that's a bit stiff, especially in the middle, and the forefront of it is not that stiff, but in the middle it's a bit stiff. So because of that, the shoes as a whole is also a little stiff, and it doesn't, as you can see, I'm trying to bend it, and you have to really put some force on it. Where in the Elite, we didn't have to put that much force on it at all. You can just easily bend it and fold it the way you want to. But this is pretty much all you get for the shoes. It's a shoes that look the part but doesn't really play the part. Now the question becomes, is this a shoes that you should get, right? Now, personally, I don't think that any professional, anybody should get the shoes. If you're playing professional, you're playing on a daily basis, you play very often, it's not a shoes that you should get and then play with it on a daily basis. Now, if you do want something to just run around with and something that you can be able to throw away without having to worry about it at all, and maybe just to rough around and do whatever it is that you do with shoes that it's not important to you, then this is the best shoes for you. For people that just wants to go out there and play, then this is also the best shoes for them, right? They can just buy it. Then if you don't take soccer that seriously, this is the good shoes. You're able to wear the shoes and just run around and enjoy the beautiful game. However, if you play professionally and you play daily, I would say instead of this guy, if you cannot get the Elite, the Nike Phantom Venom Elite, then get the Pro. Don't get the Academy. The Academy is just not doing it for me. It's the only reason why I would recommend it is because of the price. And again, I said that earlier in the video, the price is a reflection of the way the shoes look. Now, if you can spare $50, which I think it is right now, around 50 something dollars, then absolutely get it. And that's the only reason why I recommend it, because of the price. It's cheap, it's affordable, it's something that you can just put on and go out there and run around. So for the price, definitely you can get it if it's something that you're looking into. You can't go wrong with it. But if you're looking for something very solid, something that you play with on a daily basis, something to last you a little bit longer, to help you ball control and all that stuff, this ain't it. This is not the shoes, right? So you want to either go with the Pro if you can get the Elite. If you can get the Elite, then go with the Elite. Do not go with this guy. Definitely not a thumbs up for me. It's not a complete thumbs down. It's a thumbs middle or thumbs halfway down, if there's a thing. It's an okay shoes, and that's why I'm gonna leave it at that. It's an okay shoes. It's not the best shoes, it's just an okay shoes. Again, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't done so already, and if you've enjoyed the video, if I've helped you out in any ways, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you're not following me around social media, make sure you do so. All of the link will be in the description box below. If you do want to buy the shoes, or you want to buy the Elite, make sure you click the link in the description box below. That will help give me a little bit of something, which I normally use to buy the shoes and review it for you guys. Again, thank you for watching. Thumbs up if you've enjoyed the video and if it helped you in some way. Subscribe if you want to see some more. I come out with a video every single Monday, and I will see you guys next week Monday when I come out with another review video. And as always, do not forget to stay geeking, and peace.